Hi and welcome everyone. In the last session, we spoke about the layers of soil and the classifications of soil. Today, let us discuss about the formation of soil. The soil is a crumbly thing which is already present in the nature. Or is it? It's time we found out. Before we start with the video, here are some points which are very important to remember. Whichever method it may be, each and every particle of soil was once part of a rock or a pebble. Every single way of soil formation is driven by nature and nature only. How is soil formed? Soil is formed by the combination of physical, chemical and biological processes in which huge rocks are broken down into small particles over a long period of time. The different types of formations is just the different types of methods or mediums by which the rocks are broken down. Types of soil formation. There are quite a few ways in which a lump of soil can be formed. Some of them are temperature, ice, water, air, and life. Let us learn in depth about this. The rocks undergo expansion in size during the day and contraction during the night. However, as the same amount of change does not take place in all parts of the rocks, hence they create cracks. This causes them to break into smaller pieces. A similar thing continues in the smaller pieces, which in turn break down into more and more finer particles, soon form soil. Ice. Water too plays a very important role in soil formation. When the contraction and expansion takes place, this causes cracks. Water, the liquid form of ice, then flows into these cracks. On cooling, this water forms ice, which helps in enlargement of these cracks. This helps to break the rocks down. When water flows by the rocks, it slowly but steadily scrapes out bits and pieces from the rock, helping in its effective breaking down. To help in reaching a water source to the rocks, the flowing river water is probably one of the best examples we can take. Air. Strong blowing winds and storms are a slow but effective process to use when it comes to wearing down of rocks, pebbles and stones so that they can form soil. This type of soil formation works when air, winds and storms blow by the rocks, hence wearing them down. Life. Living organisms such as lichen and mosses which reside on rocks also give out certain substances as well as chemicals to break the stones down. Types of soil formation at a glance. Can you match the properties of each of these methods? Let us begin with the first one, that is air. That's right. Air blows by with violent energy. Next up, we have water. That's correct. Water flows by rocks, thus scraping them. Next, we have temperature. That's right. Temperature changes the size of rocks. Next, we have life. That's right. Life lives on rocks. Lastly, we have ice. That's correct. Ice becomes a solid, thus making big cracks in the rocks. If you got the answer to this, don't forget to give a hearty pat on the back. Time. Now, some of us might be having a question that what is soil erosion? Because in many places we might have heard of this term. Let us have a look at the meaning of it. When certain deposits of soil are found around river banks or other water bodies, they tend to get eroded. Soil erosion means that when the flowing river takes bits and pieces of soil along with it, the soil slowly gets depleted. Soil erosion is not at all good for the environment as it causes the erosion of the topsoil. This causes the producing of less organic matter and hence causes a major difference to the structure of the soil in a negative way. Now, here is a very fundamental question, that is, we stop soil erosion. Stopping soil erosion is an important measure and it has a simple solution. Planting trees are one of the best ways to stop soil erosion. Why? Because the trees have strong roots and they keep the soil in its place. Planting trees around rivers also serve other important purposes like forming a thick boundary which provide protection in case if the river overflows. Quiz. Let's have an overview of how much you understood in this video. Which of the following is not a type of soil formation? A. Trees, B. Ice, and C. Temperature. Ready with your answer? Let's have a look. It's trees. Ice and temperature do cause soil formation, whereas trees do not. Now let us move on to the second question. It is A. Lichen, B. Mangoes cause breaking down of rocks. Choose the appropriate answer. A. Both A and B are perfectly true. Do lichen and mangoes cause the breaking down of rocks? B. A is true but B is false. Does lichen cause the breaking down of rocks while mangoes don't? C. B is true but A is false. Do mangoes cause the breaking down of rocks while lichen don't? Well, here's the answer. Mangoes do not cause the breaking down of rock while lichen and mosses do. Quiz time. Number 3. Which of the following happens to rocks during night? A. Expands, B. Contracts, and C. Nothing happens to rocks. Well, here's the correct answer. Rocks contract during night and expand during morning. Lastly, why is planting trees good for stopping soil erosion? A. It is not good for soil erosion. B. Because trees use the nutrients from the soil. C. Because the trees have roots which keep it in place. Ready with your answer? That's great. The answer is because the trees have roots which keep it in place. I hope you enjoyed learning from this video. That's all for now. Until next time, bye.